Emma, did you know that Mondays have shown to be the least productive day of the week? In fact, one study found that employees struggle to find a productive pace until about 11:15 a.m. And they've also been found to hold the highest incidence of workplace injuries on Mondays. But that doesn't have to be the case, because we've got Miss Piper Harris joining us. Tell us about how we can create a pre-game plan. So first, welcome to you.
Thank you. Thanks for having me back.
I'm glad that you're here. So tell me a little bit about what steps we can do, what we need to do with Mondays being such a hard day.
And Mondays are tough. I think nobody wants to leave their weekend,
Yes.
right? And some of us have this humdrum work life. Not you. Yeah. The best job ever. But, the first thing you need to do is you need to pregame. And this can be going into the office. This can be going to a parent-teacher conference, or even having a speech. And what pre-gaming is it is a deep visualization exercise. Sports psychologists use this with top-tier athletes. And what you're going to do is visualize going into the office. Visualize every obstacle that you might come into. Well, how you're going to frame it by changing your mindset is thinking of the positive outcomes. So this is deep visualization. What's it going to be when you walk in the office? How are you going to overcome being late or a snide remark from a coworker? It's all about that mindset and switching up that mindset and really working on this visualization exercise really keenly on those details prior to the event. And research has shown that by doing so, it frees up that emotional space. When we have those obstacles,
anxiety,
right? And it frees up that mental space. And before you know it, you're like, oh, I got this Monday.
Yes, and then it can become the best job ever.
It absolutely can. It's all about mindset. The second thing that you can really do is you need a visual cue. So go for green. Okay. So this is just a visual cue. So I use this, I have it in my office, I have it in the gym, I have it everywhere. And so when I see this and I'm struggling to get into my visualization, this is go for green. Piper, get out of this negative mindset. Stop ruminating. You've got this. You know the outcome. Be positive. So it's a visual reminder. My kids use this, my clients, and just go to your office supply store. Super easy visual cue.
Now, where do we put this? Like on a mirror?
Anywhere. Yes. When you're driving to work, put it on the mirror. Put it in your office. I have them all over my computer.
Yes.
My phone to remind me, Piper, just because it's going off doesn't mean you have to answer it.
Okay,
that's a time suck.
Yes.
And when I'm in the gym, especially, you know how it is.
Yes.
You don't want to, you're just like, I don't want to work out, but I see that dot, I'm like, go. Just
go through it.
And it's all about cueing that mindset. You've got to cue that mindset.
Okay, and then what else do you have here?
Lastly, I really suggest, it's hard. Mindset changing is hard. So I want you to come up with your personal keys to success first. Write this on your phone, your laptop, whatever it is. My husband, my kids, my faith. But these are the things that I'm going to hold on to when I am stuck in that ruminating thought process where I'm having a hard time pre-gaming and the cues aren't working. But I also want you to come up with your performance keys to success. So I am a huge achiever. You are amazing on TV. So you think about those things that you know that you are just, this is who you're built for. So you're focusing. Again, it's practicing this mindset, these daily thought habits, and just consistently doing that, you're going to change that humdrum Monday, mediocrity.
So you've got one-word bullet points to kind of, so on your personal side, you have obviously your children, health, love of adventure, for personal things. But then on your performance keys, you've got things like relentless, high achiever. So things that you want to keep reading and keep embedding into that mind. It's kind of like the saying of name it, claim it.
That's absolutely. But you have to train your brain to stop focusing on that negative. So it's these 3 practices. It's going to take time because our brain likes to stick in the negative. It's hard to focus on the positive. It takes work and effort. But this is a good way for you to pop out of it.
And what's great about this is it is learnable. So if you're out there thinking at home like I could never do this, when you get a coach, you coach people on this, right, Piper? So you can work with them one-on-one and give them that individual attention to kind of give them the tools to succeed.
Absolutely. I work with individuals that are struggling, just stuck mindsets, or they're changing a career. Whatever it is, I work with individuals to create their own sneakered life. And it's really exciting today. You can go to piperharris.net, but today I am launching my Sneakered Life coaching workbooks today on Amazon. They are live. So if you don't have the opportunity to work with me one-on-one, this is the material that I use with my clients. Now you can do it in your own home.
Okay, so there it is right now, and it's on Amazon today.
Today, launching
Sneakered
today.
Life Coaching Discover Program.
And so Discover and then Define is the second part.
Oh, so you get both.
Yep, both of those are available now. So this Discover is where we're really discovering your unique skills and talents,
Yes.
your values and beliefs. And then when we go into the Define program, that's where you're just going full on into those goals and those dreams that you really want.
Yes, if you think about it, I mean, I always work with my kids even. It's never too young to start with this mindset because I talk to my kids about it now. So they become adults who are not complainers because that drives me crazy.
It's hard. And a lot of clients come to me because they recognize that, but they think, well, I've done this my whole life. How do I change?
Yes.
So we get in there, we ask those tough questions, and we work on new habits daily.
Okay, so the bottom line is go to Amazon for the series, obviously right here on our table. You can also go to piperharris.net, which obviously has got plenty of contact information if you're looking for some maybe one-on-one coaching or maybe even some corporate coaching.
Absolutely. I love organizational development and leadership. I love going in and helping organizations thrive.
Okay, and are you also on social media?
I am. Everything is /Sneakered Life. Instagram /Sneakered Life. Facebook /Sneakered Life. I'm all over it.
Okay, you'll have to come back next month and we'll talk about what?
Next month, we can probably dig into how do we overcome maybe bad habits or how do we overcome those negative coworkers that are so difficult to work with.
Yes, and everybody has them.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't, for whoever's watching, but everybody has them. If you live in America, you got at least one person probably that's kind of like that pain in your side.
Right, and you work within your unique skills and your unique strengths, and by working in your strengths, you stop focusing on the weaknesses of others.
That's true. Okay, don't go far. Thank you, Piper, for being here. Little Monday motivation for you guys. We're going